everyone.
So Dr. Dawkins, you and I are both have biological backgrounds, and we have both dabbled a little bit in quantum physics. I have to say that my current book is co-authored by a chaired professor in genetics and neuroscience at Harvard. I am writing and have papers accepted in professional journals on quantum biology and neuroscience, and I can give you the citations later. But there's a school of scientists who believe that if you look across the universe, it shows the following properties: sentience at all levels. By sentience, I mean the ability to sense information, process it, and come up with an intelligent response. Complementarity at all levels, which means that the universe is empirical, but most of it is actually non-empirical, non-observable. It is wave-like. When you don't know where these waves are, they'd have no units of mass and energy, and it is particle-like, which have units of mass and energy. So it gets weird at this level. But it also seems to be self-organizing, it seems to be self-regulating, it seems to be self-evolving. It's an evolution. Of course, I'm not arguing with you that Darwin is right or wrong. I think Darwin made the most major contribution that we can have to our understanding of the evolution of species. But that's not the question. The question is, does evolution itself have a purpose? And I think, yes, evolution has a purpose. It's evolution itself. Evolution is guided by awareness, by consciousness, and the purpose of evolution is maximum diversity, because that's what we see in the universe. And what we experience as perceptual phenomena are not fundamental reality at all, because say that awareness is a singularity, perceptual experiences are many, and the evolution of species is actually the evolution of consciousness to express itself as multiple observers, multiple modes of observation, and multiple objects of observation. We are the eyes of the universe looking at itself. This brain is the observation deck for the universe to experience itself. That's the purpose.
The scientists that I respect are scientists who work hard to be understood, to use language clearly, to use words correctly, and to understand what is going on. We have been subjected to a kind of word salad of scientific jargon used out of context with inappropriately, apparently uncomprehendingly. There is a deep confusion going on here between the properties of things within the universe and the properties of the universe itself. It is one thing to say that the universe contains objects that have sentience and the various other properties that you mentioned. Of course it contains objects that have sentience. We are among those objects. So are dogs. So are chimpanzees. The universe contains sentience. The universe is not sentient. This is the one thing, Deepak, you seem not to understand. You're constantly confusing explanations at the level of what goes on inside the universe with the universe itself. It's not enough to say the universe contains sentience, contains purpose, etc., and say therefore the universe is sentient, the universe is purposeful. Evolution, you say, has a purpose, diversity, because what we see is diversity. Of course what we see is diversity. That's the consequence of evolution. But you mistake when you think that evolution is driven towards it.
Time is short.
So, Dr. Dawkins, I would like to remind you that ad hominem is a logical fallacy, and that's Science 101. You should know that.
Ad hominem means talking about a person
This is my
as an
turn
individual.
to speak, sir. Okay? You accused me of jargon. You accused me of misusing language. How many people understood what I was saying?
You're lying.
Okay? Now, I just came back from a conference on science and non-duality where there were over 300 scientists, biologists, neuroscientists, etc., who totally get this language. So just because it sounds like jargon to you doesn't mean it's jargon. You know, when a doctor speaks to a patient, the patient thinks the doctor is speaking jargon. When a mathematician speaks to people who are not mathematicians, this is an evolving science, sir. We do not know the answers to the two most fundamental questions of existence. Number one, what is the stuff of the universe? We don't know. 96% is dark energy and dark matter. Of the 4% that's atomic, 99% of that is invisible hydrogen and helium.
Time out.
And we don't know why there is awareness. The two most fundamental questions of our existence.
Please.